Cahill, Diane Cahill, Jordan Cahill, Dylan Cahill, and Jeff Cahill recording Brandon.
Okay, so I'm doing my narrative on finding my purpose on living life to the fullest. So it's really easy to think that we are insignificant, and that's been a struggle for me for a long time. But with that, I think that there is proof all around us that we do have significance and a purpose. With crazy drivers and us relying on them, driving tons, literally thousands of pounds of steel and metal, distracted at over 45 miles an hour all the time. There's somebody providing for us to stay alive and well and live out our purpose with an earth that is 1,000,000 times smaller than the sun in the sky, a ball of fire, and us spinning at over 1,000 miles an hour around that ball of fire at all times. There's just something more there too. So it's just always been in the back of my mind, there's this thought that there is more. So with that, it's just a little intro to this guy I know named Stan. And Stan was born in California, Simi Valley, California to be exact. And I knew a lot about him. He was really respected in California. He had a good family of 2 sons, a daughter, and a wife. And he was just really respected in his community, and a lot of people looked up to him as a good speaker and a good father and a good husband. So it's just somebody that, he was a person that a lot of people wanted to be close to, and that meant a lot to him. One day, Stan was at a memorial service for a person that he had helped through some difficult times, and people were giving eulogies all around him, and it was just a hard time for everybody. They were struggling. Again, like kind of what I was dealing with, like what's the purpose, because a lot of people loved the guy that had passed away. So with that, Stan stood up and felt a pull while people were doing all these eulogies. He stood up and said, "Guys, I led this person to the only thing that makes sense in this world, and that is God. And I just want you to know that right before I led him to God, he passed away. And there is a purpose for all of you and every single person here in this memorial service, even though times are hard and it doesn't really make sense." And he said, "You are not in control, and are you ready?" And everybody kind of looked, and everybody got really quiet, and nobody was giving eulogies, and he still was standing, and he said, just repeat it for emphasis, you know, anything could happen, and are you ready? And at that moment, he stepped down and was hanging out with his wife, and everybody was kind of talking about what had happened, and there was whispers, and he started to feel a weird pain in his chest, and 2 seconds later he fell over dead on the ground. His sons tried to revive him, and his wife was bawling out of control, and everybody was just crazed and not knowing what to do. And at that moment, Stan fulfilled his destiny and what he was called to do, and there was no more. So I guess what I got from this and what my life is about is living life to what I believe must be the fullest, and knowing that at any moment I could have lived my destiny, so I don't want anything to hold me back. So I'm ready for whatever, and that was my narrative.